Okay, so I've been meaning to find a time to take a little reprieve from Flesh and Blood and crack Sorcery. I've been holding on to the boxes for a little bit now, right, since they came out, and what better time than right now as we're in this little lull before Mistveil comes out. So we have a alpha box and a beta box. I think we'll leave the alpha box aside, but I did want to just note, right, comes with 3 extra packs. That's kind of cool, right? Is it specific hits, or is it just because there's more cards altogether? Because I think they do the sort of Power 9. I haven't kept up to date with Sorcery. I haven't really followed it at all. Just, it's one of those things that had buzz, so if you get boxes for, a reasonable opening price, then you might as well have something from the start, right? So I've got 2 alpha boxes. Definitely open to open one, right? And then the other just hold on to maybe one day, just a keepsake, or turns into something lucrative. I'm pretty sure it's already, fairly valuable, right? Enough so to not really care about opening one of them. My philosophy is always, whenever a box reaches the price point where it covers the collection I've bought with, I'm more than happy to open and then, maintain one. But yeah, only 2 boxes. Now, this is the Team Covenant, so it comes with a playset of Lightning Bolt. I'm curious about the card quality, right? Already the cutting it's not that great, right? So it's raised edges. So again, my mind goes straight to a guillotine. The foiling I do like, and there's a little bit of embossment on the writing. I will say the foiling on the text box is a little bit obnoxious in person, right? And that could probably be done without, but the art is fantastic, right? My only sole issue with it is that it just doesn't have a running theme. It's just a collection of art similar to, obviously, the heyday of like Magic, right? That's where this is connected to most of the time. But yeah, this is just going to be me thumbing through the pack, seeing how much I enjoy the art, right? I don't have a proper understanding of the game. I don't have the time, right, to really learn it in depthly or follow it, right? But if you want to enlighten me, go nuts. Other than that, let's crack into it, and I will probably look at pricing in post, right? See if we do actually get any goodies. I do kind of want to open this delicately. Can I? Yeah, fully breaking the seal, or should I just cut it? That's the question. I probably would have been better off just cutting it cleanly. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Then I don't have the little void, right? But it's more just, again, a nice little thing to hold on to. I do like the box stock. We'll go with that, right? Versus the card stock. But let's see. Oh, wow, that's a tear. It is quite stuck. Okay, so you do get a topper, right? So that's cool. And then it's 36 packs. So we've got a little bit more to open. Oh, there's little tokens too. A little bit more to open than Flesh and Blood. Let's see. What did we get? The Sorcerer to start. So what I think I know, we'll go with, right? You have like an avatar, and then you're playing as that. That's your hero. It's similar to hero from Fab, right? So the avatar has entered contest, and we have tap, play, or draw a site. I'm guessing do you have different draw piles then for sites and spells? That's cool. Right. The cutting on this is interestingly because it's in the opposite direction compared to the promo, right? So on the promo, it curved backwards, but now it curves up. Can I show you in the lighting? Yeah, you can see how it's just slightly raised around the edge. Then we have, I'm going to assume this is a site. So rubble, and then a little artist card. That is nice too, right? You're paying homage. That's nice to see. But let's start. Oh, there's dividers. Okay, fancy. That I really enjoy. There are proper dividers, so I can take the cards out and put them back in nice and neatly. All right. Depending how long this takes, we might split up per that then, right? 12 packs at a time, I think is kind of reasonable. So let's just do one at a time, and then we'll get a feel for the time. Because I do want to, enjoy this, take it a bit more slower. I'm not gonna try and preserve the pack. So what do we have? A leap attack, wind blast, flood. So what are the different types, right? So spell, Blood, spell, but not a sight. Spell, I'm assuming it's just spells and sights, given the hero, and they look to be mostly spells. I do like, when there's no border on a card, and just the art is fully fleshed out. It's a nice touch, right? I think we're way past the need for borders. Okay, so you get one sight. Is there perfect? Look at that. So we have an atlas for sight cards, and then we have just normal sorcery spellbook, which makes sense for spell cards. Okay, but no foil or anything like that. So I'm curious, rarities or anything of note. There is a symbol up the top, but that's more to do with color, it looks like. Although it's just a triangle up, triangle down, or two up, two down, and a line through it. So that's intriguing, right? I like this moment where everything's fresh, everything's new. We're trying to decipher and pick up the pieces, right? I think it really tells you how well thought out a game is, how much you can pick up just from this little bits of details, right? So we have banish all demons and undead minions. With that in mind, right? Obviously, Fab requires its board, right? For you to understand that, and I don't know it off memory, but I do know there is a proper board, right, with proper zones for sorcery. But banish all demons and undead minions at target location, or up to 2 steps away. So I assume, right, because it's like a grid, so you can go 2 steps in any direction. Interesting. You may discard a random card rather than pay this spell's mana cost. They also, some of these have block as well, interestingly, or at least I'd assume it's block. And I assume the top left is going to be cost. May carry any number of allied minions, so I'm assuming you can move from site to site as well, right? And see, we're inferring all these mechanics just from the little bit of text, which is, again, fantastic. Minions occupying affected sites lose airborne and are immobile, last 3 of your turns. Submerge target minion or artifact if able. Destroy all minions occupying target water sites up to 2 steps away. Right, so from where you cast this, that's where it can affect. Yeah, so exercise was not at target location up to 2 steps away. Yeah, okay. That's better, right? So wherever your hero is, in this case, it's just a player, right? Sorcerer, right? And then 2 steps away. So in front or vice versa, right? So very, very interesting. We'll move on to the next pack. Nothing really jumps out to me as being anything special, right, in terms of rarity. So there's probably a breakup. Is there any note, text, or anything explaining the packs? That's fine. I guess we'll know it's a goodie when we know it's a goodie. A unicorn, plankman, a giant shark, land deed. I'm guessing that Barrow has you control this site, so you can take over. All of fire, Scarecrow, Blink, Rain of Arrows, Apprentice Wizard, Critical Strike, Ogre Goons, Spin Attack, Bats, Land Surveyor. And then our Atlas card is a Autumn River. I do like the landscape as well, right? They fit quite nicely. So what I again, my one gripe with the game is just the thematics, right? Looking at this entire hand of cards, even amongst stuff that is from the same sort of color, right? Red, 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 or red triangle. I'll assume there's some commonality between them, right? It's not that unifying to see. So that can be a bit jarring because, again, when something original, you got to have a way to connect the dots and draw people in, at least in my opinion. But the art is still fantastic, right? Nice and old school. All right, Flaming Sword, Poison Nova, Hippogriff, Chaos Twister, Grey Wolves, another Blink. Oh, we do get foil in this one. Heat Ray, a Grapple Shot. That's a cool artwork, right? I love dynamic movement in games. So being able to grapple on something and then stab it. It's tangent. So we get a Squirming Mass. And I think the foiling's a bit overboard on this one, right? Especially on camera. Yeah, it's a bit too washed out. But nonetheless, what do we have? It's an Elite Beast, Wiggle, and Rides. Whenever a nearby minion dies, Squirming Mass permanently gains its power. Okay. It's not defense, it's power. That's what the little shield symbol is. Again, the fact that I can infer that from just reading through the cards is fantastic. And it wasn't in any specific slot. That's curious. Do the triangles denote rarity? No. I think it's symbolic, right? You have triangle up, triangle down with a line through it, and triangle up with a line through it, right? Please correct me. Quickest way to learn is through others' knowledge, right? All right, so first hit. Again, future me will hopefully have put the pricing somewhere on screen right now. Clamor of Harpies, Shield Wall, Backstab, a Royal Bodyguard, another Grapple Shots. So we are getting a few repeats. Extinguish. Anything with a nice transition of colors I do like as well. Porcupine Pufferfish. Interesting. Cloud Spirit, Swamp, and then a Dark Tower. So we are getting a variety of the Atlas cards. I don't wanna use lands, right? Because it's not Magic. It's meant to recapture Magic's youth. Oh, this one's on top. Curious. So a Lighthouse. We get one at the back as well. We do still. So we get a Summer River. So we have Autumn and Summer. There is a foil hiding there in between. So a Crave Golem. Nice little beastie. Blister. Oh, another one. Color Outer Space. This is the, yeah, okay, so we got the 4 symbols denoted, right? So we have Earth, Fire, Water, Air. Yeah, so it'd be 4 elements. That'd be my understanding. Interesting. We have Common Sense. So I should probably be sorting them by that, then maybe. We have Cave Trolls. Again, because it's on the dark side. Bit washed out for my taste. Other than that, nothing too interesting. If only there was four slots in the booster box, right? Not 8. Could you fit in like that way, maybe? And that way you could easily stack everything. So now we're sort of speeding through things, just looking for the goodies. So that one was a curiosity, right? We had two extra Atlas cards. They were on top and in the middle, but nothing else. Any ranchy artwork? Like a good old ship in the horizon. Alright. Phase Assassin, Smile Lich. Deep Sea Mermaids. So then, I'm curious what the double denotes. Is it something more in line with a elite or a more powerful card? Right, so Boil versus... So it's not creature and non-creature, or power and non-power. Curious. But yes, we're definitely at the point of repeats. Was that roughly 6 packs in? There's definitely obviously common cards. I don't know what the rarity system is. There must be some more obscure findables, right? Holy Ground, another Atlas. This one's just got a 20, so this is an Avatar. All right, I think this is the first one, right? Aside from the Sorcerer. So your Avatar turns death into Dominion. And it is tap, play or draw a site. You may cast 1 dead minion each turn, and for 0 if you're on death's door. Whenever you summon a minion this way, banish it. Whenever you summon a minion... Wait. And for 0 if you're on death's... Okay, so you can cast 1 dead minion each turn, and when you're at 0 power, life, that's a curiosity, if you're on death's door. So there's a knockout mechanic. That's interesting as well. So when you no longer have life, you have the whole RPG shtick of then having to take a lethal attack. That's cool. I was going to say that's interesting. And yeah, we'll leave that be. So whenever you summon a minion this way, banish it. So you only get it for a turn, I guess. Or you can't reuse them. That's a 4th style of card. Interesting. Beast. So yeah. Is it just avatars, atlases, and spells from the looks of it? Another tower. This time it's a lone tower. I will probably do a little bit of digging after this box, maybe. Oh, another pack. Shifting Sands. Foil? Yeah. I wonder if that's a nod. Right? So if you have an Atlas on top, there's going to be a foil. Rolling Boulder. Yokai's. Spell. Riptide. Magic Slayer. That's nifty. And then this time it's a foil Atlas. So this one's a lot better, right? Because of the color. But again, with the cliffs or seaside, whatever that's meant to be, very, very dark. But can I read this at all? May play the site to any corner, an exceptional site and fundaments of the firmament. Things are what that says. And it's just cornerstone. Curious. I haven't actually looked at many of the Atlas effects. What's the Gothic Tower say? An ordinary site of rumination, Genesis. If this is the only Gothic Tower you control, gain 1 resource this turn, or life. That we're still working out. You know what? It is a foil. We'll keep the foils separate. Yeah, so the foiling isn't anything fantastic. But obviously the collection of art across the board is very nice. Again, just a unifying theme is a miss for me. Another one. Interesting. There's another foil as well. So it does kind of seem like if you have more atlases, that's your foil packs. And it seems to be what 1 in 3 is a foil, 1 in 4. Maze Minotaur, again, unfortunately, completely washed out when it comes to the foil. Which, oh god. So if that's on the other side of the board, you definitely still read the text, which is fine. But the image is completely washed out, unfortunately. Alright, 2 more. And I think we'll leave it there since we have been doing this slightly slower. Try and pick up the pace a little bit. So I'll split it in 2, right? We'll do 12 and then 24 in the next one. And maybe I'll do a little bit of digging. That way at least I have some semblance of what I'm trying to talk about. Phase, lava, any more avatars or anything like that. So that's an awesome looking eye with the raven, right? In the reflection. Camel. And then just a remote desert. Genesis, deal 1 damage to each minion at top target nearby site. Yeah, so there's a few terms to look into. But what do we have? So we have red desert, remote deserts. We have a few towers. So deserts are for fire, right? Neutral. I guess all the civilization are for earth. Neutral. Towers are, was that the water symbol or was that the air symbol? I think that was the air symbol, right? And then the rivers will be water from the looks of it. Yeah, there we go. All right, we figured some stuff out. Definitely good. But yeah, 3 foils. Minotaur, sorry, 4 foils. A cornerstone, a cave trolls, and a squirming mass. Other than that, right, other than the edges, the card stock's not horrible. I'll give it some thought. But we'll leave it there, right? And then I'll open the other 2/3 in another one. And we'll probably just rip through the cards. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See ya.